So there's the event overview. The European record, Sergio Sanchez, the championship record, 7:38. I wonder whether it will be run quickly. The women's 3000 yesterday, of course, was a wonderful run by Laura Muir. And that started slowly. Will this? There's the lineup then. From the inside, Parsons of Germany, Henrik Ingebrigtsen, Johan Koval of France, Jakob Ingebrigtsen, Gracier of France, Atkin of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Bartelsmeyer of Germany, O'Hare of Great Britain, Leandersson of Sweden, Vedrani of France, Orth of Great Germany, and Bouchard of Great Britain. And we'll have the usual demonstrations. There's Sam Parsons, an American originally, and then he's decided to run for Germany. He's got a German mother. Here's the first of the Ingebrigtsens, the older brother, Henrik Ingebrigtsen. Looked good in his heat. Henrik, runner-up last time. Then Johan Koval, who won the European steeplechase title. He's also got a bronze medal at that event. Obviously very capable on the flat as well at both 1500 and 3000. And here is the wonderful Jakob Ingebrigtsen, still just 19 years of age, and already with a host of titles to his credit. Doubling up here in the 1500 as well. Jimmy Gracier, the European under-23 cross-country champion the last 2 years. Sam Atkin, a British athlete educated in the US and making his senior international debut for Great Britain. He's done well to make the final. The second of the German athletes, again, he's just transferred from the USA. Like Parsons, he has a German mother, so dual citizenship, and he's opted for Germany, and he's broken 750 this year. Chris O'Hare has moved up from 1500 to 3000, where he looked really good in his heat, and he's the British champion at this new event as well. Major contender for honours here. Jonas Leandersson of Sweden was fifth 2 years ago in Belgrade. Swedish champion at 1500 and at 3000. Then we have from France, Djali Bedrani, another steeplechaser, European Championship finalist. Florian Orth, another man who's moved up from the 1500, twice a European Championships finalist at that shorter distance. And then Andrew Butchart, well, he had a break in his right foot which cost him the whole of the summer season last year. Good to see him back, and now he was sixth in the Olympics at 5,000 metres. And another Scot. Scotland with O'Hare, of course, as well. And a very large proportion in the British team with the actual populations. So a lot of interest, of course. Just there was last night in Laura Muir, who had a majestic win in the 3000 metres in beating Costa Halfon of Germany. So too a lot of interest here in, above all, Jakob Ingebrigtsen, the brilliant young Norwegian. A field of 12 athletes.
And if Jakob Ingebrigtsen was to take the gold, he'd become the youngest ever European indoor individual champion.
There he is, looking composed. Just seems to have it all, doesn't he? Wonderful temperament. That double in the European Championships last year, absolutely phenomenal. Winning both the 1500 and 5000 at such a tender age. Still ranks as an under-20 athlete. Let's see whether he runs the under-20 championships in summer, but of course his main target will be the Worlds.
Well, just on that point, he did actually say after the European cross-country championships that it was one of the targets for the summer, so he is looking at going to Boris.
Get all the titles you can. And there was a shot of the mustachioed elder brother, Henrik. The French have both Koval and Gracier. Koval here. So off they go on their 15 laps of the track. A little bit of jockeying for position. No one seems very keen on taking out the running until now. There we go. So the race is going to be run at a respectable pace after all. It looked for a while as if we were going to have an early jog, which we do sometimes in these championship distance races, but no. And it's Henrik Ingebrigtsen. Well, there was some speculation that the Ingebrigtsens might make it a slow pace actually, and Jakob coming up to join the elder brother. Well, if it was a slow pace, I think Jakob could certainly handle anything, but then so too could Chris O'Hare, who's moved up to 1,500 metres. So it is the Norwegian brothers who are at the head of the field. Sam Atkin of Great Britain just on the inside there. Not especially quick. We'll take a check on that when they come up to the 400-metre point with Henrik Ingebrigtsen in the lead. No, he's being overtaken. So we joined the 3,000 metres. They went through the first kilometre in 2:48. The Ingebrigtsen brothers trying to dominate the race. Parsons on the outside. Chris O'Hare actually took the lead at one stage because he was determined not to let the Ingebrigtsens totally dominate this race. O'Hare back there in 5th place with the long-haired Parsons next to the Ingebrigtsen brothers. Leigh Anderson of Sweden coming up. A little bit of jockeying for position. Leigh Anderson in the yellow and blue of Sweden. He's getting prominent, but the whole field pretty closely bunched together because it's not especially quick. So the order just chopping and changing a bit, but Jakob Ingebrigtsen with Henrik on the inside. Jakob Ingebrigtsen followed by Leigh Anderson, then Henrik Ingebrigtsen coming up on the outside, the German Orff.
I was going to throw in, just as a point of comparison, in the heat yesterday when Ingebrigtsen set a European under-20 best, that was 2:39 for the first kilometre.
Yeah, well, I'm sure this will get quicker, of course, later on. But nonetheless, it is a pretty slow opening pace. They're not particularly interested in going for times. What they want to do is get the medals. Meanwhile, back on the 3,000 metres, not much has changed. It's still Koval leading Jakob Ingebrigtsen, then Henrik Ingebrigtsen, then Chris O'Hare with Johan Leigh Anderson just outside him. Leigh Anderson moving up at that point, or just behind them. Building in intensity. They're coming up to the 2-kilometre point now. And they'll go through that in 5:32:04. So I think we can expect, rather like we did in the women's race, a very fast final kilometre. Jakob Ingebrigtsen looks so easy in second place though, but just behind Koval. Leigh Anderson on the inside with Henrik Ingebrigtsen just behind him. O'Hare tracking those leading ones. But the whole field still together. And we're coming up to 4 laps to go now. And Jakob Ingebrigtsen back into the lead, and Henrik goes with him. The two brothers with Koval in 3rd, Leigh Anderson in 4th. And Bedrani is well placed, the Frenchman as well. I've mentioned him before. O'Hare running a little bit wide to stay out of trouble, but following Leigh Anderson. Two Ingebrigtsens, Leigh Anderson, Bedrani, O'Hare. Still a little push at the side. They're still jockeying for positions. Jakob perhaps just stepping up the pace just that little bit. The Ingebrigtsen brothers have it at the moment. O'Hare, of course, who's now in 3rd, has a 1,500-metre runner's finish. And then Leigh Anderson. Then Bedrani just behind him. Bartelsmeyer taking closer order as well. It's 2 laps to go, and it's the Ingebrigtsens with O'Hare, Leigh Anderson and Bedrani. Those 5 getting clear. The 2 Ingebrigtsens getting clear. Jakob leading Henrik. Or the other way around, I'm sorry. Yes, it's the 2 Ingebrigtsen brothers really going well. Jakob staying on the shoulder of his elder brother. Jakob with such talent, even Henrik has to acknowledge that. They go through the bell together. O'Hare in 3rd place, Leigh Anderson in 4th, Bedrani then behind him. They're well clear of the rest of the field. The battle royal, but the crowd are cheering because they can see Chris O'Hare making a really strong bid here. It's still Jakob, then Henrik, then Chris O'Hare. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, though, this brilliant 19-year-old stretching away from the field. A really classy run. He's adding yet another medal to his brilliant talent. How many more are there to come? And O'Hare just takes it from Henrik Ingebrigtsen, who falls across the line. Jakob Ingebrigtsen are winning here. Chris O'Hare will be a popular medalist for Scotland, and Henrik Ingebrigtsen makes it two brothers who will step onto the victory podium. But what a talent Jakob Ingebrigtsen is. And remember, he's got the 1500 to come.
Well, his brother Henrik Ingebrigtsen tried everything to break him. When it came from down to the race, there was no brotherly love there, but Jakob Ingebrigtsen just had everything to respond. It was a tactically perfect race from Jakob Ingebrigtsen.
But he has got that European under-20 record again, despite the slow start. Oh no, I'm misreading it. I thought it was 7:50.15 and it's 7:56.15.
But the accolade he does have is he's the youngest ever European indoor individual medalist. Yeah, so the European under-20 record probably disappeared in the first kilometre, but as we've said so often, well, it's the true racing and it's the medals that matter. There'll be plenty of other occasions. He's still only 18 years of age. These are the closing stages of the race. Well, we're watching Jakob Ingebrigtsen pull away from his brother, but what a terrific run behind him from Chris O'Hare. Just gritting his teeth, determination written all over the Briton's face as he closes down on Henrik Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen, of course, a medalist 2 years ago in Belgrade. And O'Hare, well, you can see Ingebrigtsen going away for the gold, but he doesn't throw in the towel and he gets in there. Ingebrigtsen desperately lunging for the line, trying to recapture the silver medal, but it wasn't to be. O'Hare takes second place.
Second and third given the same time as well, shows how close it was. Ingebrigtsen looking so cool. Not quite as cool, Henrik behind him.
Well, Henrik Ingebrigtsen gave an interesting interview to television yesterday when he went through all the scars that he's picked up and could name who had inflicted them on him. He was saying spike marks from Kenyan runners and Ethiopian runners. And back on the track as Jakob Ingebrigtsen takes a very, very deserved lap of honour. And just remember, tomorrow he's got the 1500 metres as well. He's qualified for the final there. He's going for a memorable double.
Yes, the two 3,000 metre champions will be going for doubles. Laura Muir in the women's and Jakob Ingebrigtsen in the men's.